disaster preparedness program. Anyway, I hope you will bear with me. You will notice that of all the speakers in this today orientation, ako yung pinakamatagal ng exposure. So I was given 3 hours to talk on the policies and guidelines for faculty evaluation and development. So first, allow me to give you a brief background of the functions of our office, the Office for Faculty Evaluation and Development. We call it FANDLE, OFED. So we at OFED generally provide assistance to the Office of the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs on matters related to hiring, and in this aspect also support the Dean's offices on problems related to selection and hiring. Appointments. Dr. Carillo mentioned yesterday that I am directly in charge of the appointment letters distributed to you by your deans. And of course, the most interesting aspect of my job, promotions, reclassifications, and faculty training and development. This is an example of one of the projects that the Office of the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs is providing our faculty members. Marami pa kayong mga seminars, marami pa kayong mga programs na wherein we will be requesting your attendance. So, as I said a while ago, we coordinate with the deans. Walang araw na hindi kami nakikipagtawagan sa mga deans. So periodically, daily, or upon request, we furnish all the deans. So our task is university-wide with the information they need in the discharge of their responsibilities, their duties, particularly on matters related to your appointments, to your reclassification. Later, I will explain the difference between reclassification and promotion. So as a major subunit of the Office of the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, I said a major subunit because there are other subunits under OBRA. What are they? EdTech is one. The Gen Ed department is another. And the guidance and counseling services. So, as a major subunit of OBRA, OFED primarily exists to provide all faculty members documented and objective proof of your performance, which on the part of the faculty members will serve as basis for enhancing self-improvement. Okay? And on the part of the university, a more systematic basis of rewarding. The rewards can be in the form of salaries. At sabi nga sa inyo kahapon, palagi bang salaries ang iniisip nyo? Rewards can come in the form of scholarship grants, paid study leave, sabbatical leave, and other benefits. So this will serve as basis on the part of the university, your employer, to reward the more. Paano nila ma-identify kung sino who among you are more qualified, excellent faculty members. So we help the university do that. That's why the task of OFED is very delicate because it has financial implication. May kakabit na pera, may kakabit palagi, na salary, sweldo, and other forms, of benefits and privileges. Isang pagkakamali namin or maraming pagkakamali in the process, of evaluating your documents, tatao ang bangka. Malulugi ang university. So I want to discuss further number 3 because it directly concerns the faculty members. This will show you kung ano yung pinagmamalaki kong objective or documented proof of your performance. One example is the online competence evaluation we conduct right after, so it's predictable, the preliminary exams and the results we give to all of you, to the faculty members, before the semester ends. For non-tenured faculty members like you, we do this semestrally. For tenured faculty members who are qualified for regular evaluation, we do this once in 2 years. So pag kayo naging tenure na, meaning, permanente na kayo dito sa university, hindi na ganun magiging ka-rigid, ang pagko-conduct ng competence evaluation. But of course, you will still be closely monitored because it does not mean you earn your tenured status, hindi na kayo ma-terminate. But there's always that due process thing in the university before we terminate, especially the probationary and tenured faculty members. So each of you will receive within the semester, before the semester ends. So meaning, I'm giving you a few, so it's predictable, talaga na lang ina-announce. Now, right after the preliminary exams, we conduct the online competence evaluation. And this is a sample. OFED produces 4 copies of this. Well, this is confidential, but we cannot do anything but provide your dean, the regent, representing ownership of the university. Palaging may regent, may father regent, ang kolehiyo. Dahil, they represent ownership. At saka yung spiritual aspect, ng Catholic University, UST, ay sila ang directly in charge. Another copy for you, that's a 3rd copy, and our copy for your file 201. So naririto ang results. Whether very satisfactory to earn tenureship, ang kailangan lang namin consistent satisfactory ratings. For regular tenureship, later you will know that mas mataas ang requirement namin for early tenureship. Very satisfactory. And 100% sampling ng students ang hinihingi namin. Unlike before, when we're doing, using the scanner, and we call it lotto cards na sinishade ng mga estudyante isa-isa, we ask only for 25% of the total number of students you handle. Now, because it's now online, it's more convenient, it's easier, ang samples natin, 100%. So, aside from the quantitative results, we entertain qualitative. Some quantitative kasi, misleading, deceiving, hindi masyadong reliable eh. Nagiging satisfactory. Pag borderline, we take time reading the comments. Yun ang tinatawag natin qualitative rating. And since they have plenty of space in the computer, my goodness, sometimes we produce, no? More than 20 copies of student comments. Kinukuha lang namin yung trend ba? Ano yung pinakamaraming, no? Comments na negative? Ano yung pinakamaraming positive? So, binabasa, isa-isa, especially if you are being recommended for permanent appointments already. Okay? So, semestrally, pag nire-reappoint kayo, we also monitor this dean. Bakit po ninyo nire-reappoint? Below 15.620 po. Yun ang border, no? Line ng satisfactory. Ang rating niya. O tapos, kayo mismo, dean. Ang baba na rating nyo. So, do we call the attention of the dean? Yes, in case they did not notice or they forgot, no, to monitor. Because we have the records. O, basahin ko sa inyo din, ha? So, this is one sample. Ito naman, positive. 3 years pa ng professor si Ma'am sa HR subjects. So, obviously, this faculty member comes from commerce. Unang beses ko siyang naging professor noon, second year college pa lang kami. Bagong professor pa lang siya noon. As years go by, napansin kong napakalaki na ng naging improvement. See? Mamaya may quiz ako sa inyo dito. Ni Ma'am as a professor. Dati-rati, noong second year pa lang kami, lagi siyang late pumasok. Haggard na haggard ang itsura. So si Ma'am may nightlife, probably. Okay? Pero right now, lagi siyang super punctual. Imagine, di lang punctual, super pa. Na siyang dumarating sa klase namin, pati yung mga teaching styles niya, sobra nag-improve na talaga. And other comments like, friendly, approachable. Yung nga na, may negative, I just don't like it when she calls us children. We're not in preschool anymore, and she hasn't given back any of our test papers so far. So may mga negative yan. And this, you have to listen. Ilagay sa puso. Kung magaganda lahat ng comments, very satisfactory, outstanding, ang tendency natin, parang gusto natin ipagmalaki sa buong mundo, ipapa-frame pa natin, di ba? Palalakihan para ipapa-frame. So kung nakakahiyang i-frame, pakilagay lang dito. Okay? Habang you are under initiation, at kung makalusot for another appointment the following semester, please join your students. You have improved a lot. Para ganitong comment, ibang-iba na siya ngayon. Hindi na siya haggard. Super punctual na. So, ibig sabihin, test. In one of the speakers, you were told that to blank is the heart of evaluation. Sasabi ko lang kanina. Sir, to blank is the heart of evaluation. It was who? Pati yung speaker, sino nagsabi nun? Kung nakikinig kayo. To blank is the heart of evaluation.
To motivate.
Anyone?
To motivate.
Please. To improve. And who is the speaker? Doc A. To improve is the heart of evaluation. Useless lahat ito semestrally kung hindi nyo pakikinggan. At kung hindi ninyo gagamitin measurement, no, ng inyong performance. Huwag yung very negative. Sino ba ito? Sorry, you can never identify these students. Wala na kayong magagawa. Noon na-identify sa scanner doon sa scorecard kasi yung penmanship. Naku, talaga para manantihan yung estudyante. I-compare pa yung essay ba sa mga penmanship, no, ng mga estudyante. Why, no, lose time, waste time on these things. Bakit hindi mo na lang i-improve and listen to the comments, no, of the students? Okay? Lalo na ang trend, parating ganon. Ito yung napuna ko dito She gives challenging exams. However, yun na naman, sobrang tagal niyang mag-check ng mga test papers and other stuff na pinapasa namin sa kanya. She does not return the check test papers and other assignments on time. But overall, she is one of the best professors. No? So yun. She has a huge amount of patience. But I think she needs to be more strict to be able to control more our class. Imagine a member of the class suggesting na, Mom, magdisiplina ka naman. We like that you are approachable. We like that you are patient, you are understanding. But, unfair naman dun sa talagang, no? Kahit mga hindi dapat makalusot, binapastos na kayo, pinalulusot pa ninyo. So listen. Okay? Yun naman, please show SW. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng SW? Sit work siguro, no? Okay. And other test results immediately. She haven't showed us our prelims grade. Ayun na naman, paulit-ulit. So pag ganun paulit-ulit, may grounds pa na magreklamo, no? Ang mga estudyante. Listen, paulit-ulit isa lang naman yan Of the how many? 8 sections ako times 45, ilan yun? Isa lang naman yun. Okay, negligible pag isa. Pero out of the so many, ganun ang ano nyo, no? You have to improve on that. And then, pinakahuli niya comment. She's very good in teaching. I hope the university will make her a regular professor. Recommending tenureship. Even if the students do not have the right to recommend tenureship. Imagine. Nag-recommend na maging permanent, no, ang kanyang teacher. Despite the flaws, despite the imperfections. Kasi alam nila, yung mga imperfections na yun, makokorrect if the faculty member will just listen and improve. And this is the very heart of the evaluation process. And we're very transparent about this. Sometimes, pag hindi may patawag ng dean, because the dean is very busy, ako ang magpapatawag sa inyo to discuss these matters. Ganun muna. Ano ba problema? Okay? Ito yung results. If you're applying for early tenureship, 4 na consecutive semesters. Regular tenureship, 6 consecutive semesters. I will explain to you the word consecutive when we come to the slide on tenureship. So, basis for what? On the part of the faculty members, enhancing self-improvement. Wala kami itatapusin. Okay? Basis on the part of the university. For what? Continually reinforce excellent teaching within the academe, which is an integral part of what? The realization of what? The mission, vision of the university. Nag-apply kayo dito. Sabi nga ni Dr. Sison, learn how to appreciate dito. So this is only one, no, of the examples showing that we just don't guess. Okay? We evaluate. We produce results. Okay? So, isa lang yan, no, sa mga matitinding functions, no, ng OFED. OFED maintains the faculty data bank. Dati nga ang tawag dito sa opisina namin, FDB. No? When I was the executive assistant of the third season then, we don't call it the office, no, of the Faculty Evaluation and Development. We call it FDB, which is in charge of the safekeeping, custody of all the official records, documents, being submitted by all faculty members. As of the second sem of school year 2013-2014, yung iba dito kasama na, no? Sa number na yan, kasi we invited those hired and then reappointed second sem of 2013-2014. Pero yung data niyan, syempre, nabawasan na rin. Kasi meron dyan hindi na reappoint. At nadagdagan, hindi kasama ngayon, yung first sem ng 2014-2014. 2005. And we deal with you directly or indirectly, either in person or through the documents you submit to us for processing. And this is daily, no? Okay. I cannot do this. Probably you will notice the pronoun that I use. It's not always I. I always use we. Because I cannot do this task alone. Of course, with the able support of my assistant, of our assistant director, Dr. Santiago. He was introduced by our moderator a while ago. The first introduction, no, with the complete title. The second introduction with the correct complete name. Okay? And our magnificent seven. Seven lang ang staff namin. That there is the department, local, area, network. Yes, this is stand-up to be recognized. You represent the magnificent seven of us. That is in charge of processing the competence evaluation. Expert na yan dito. And the documents submitted, no, by the newly hired faculty members, creating a database for each one of you. And all the computer work, kanya lahat yon, no? Supported by, of course, Charms and Nikki. And, of course, Gigi, our senior clerk, is in charge of the teaching load. Siya yung, the mother hen, directly responsible for the projects, activities, programs like this, orientation, siya lahat ang nag-organize niya, tinutulungan niya si Dr. Santiago, pagko-contact ng mga speakers, and so on and so forth. Okay? And then, pag talagang hindi kaya, tulong-tulong na sila. Oh, you know, Reds, no? The familiar face there in the front desk. Kayo makulit. Nakukulitin kayo na, sir, hindi pa po ito pwedeng ilagay sa table ni Ma'am Fernandez kasi magagalit po yun. Wala po kayong NBI clearance. Hindi po pwedeng diploma lang. Kailangan transcript of records. Ayan na nga, hindi po pwedeng photocopy. Kailangan po original. Ayan na nga ho, wala akong exclusive. Akala nyo, kompleto na. Of course, Renz acts also as my buffer. Meaning, hindi ho kayo pwedeng pumasok agad-agad kasi may mga ganun kung masyado na familiar siguro. Because I'm friendly, I'm accommodating, I'm patient. Tuloy-tuloy. Huh? Kung minsan mo nag-evaluate ako, I have to concentrate. Kaya may appointment po tayo kung gusto nyo makipagkita sa akin. Pag peak season na ganito, promotion year kasi po, we're about to release the result, no, of the promotions, regular evaluation po kasi, no, TTH. My office is located doon po sa mezzanine, second floor pa tawag doon, mezzanine, no, area ng Academic Affairs Office. While Dr. Santiago's office is in a separate building, malapit po, no? Within the main building din. Yun po yung dati kong ino-occupy na office, but because it has a limited space, naroon po yung lahat ng staff, and of course, ito pong mga compactors. So yung pong yan, mga compactors, lahat po kayo i-create ng isang tawag na folder where we will keep all your documents. So, nagre-research po, no? Yung staff dyan. Okay, yun naman po yung mga documents dito sa right side na sinasubmit for evaluation during promotion year. Okay? So, Fillmore and Jonathan sort the documents. Sila naman yung taga-sort, taga-bundle, no? Okay? At taga-deliver na rin sa mga dean's offices. Well, I want you to have to know their faces kasi sabi nga ni Dr. Carillo kahapon, yung daw aming opisina ang magkakaroon kayo ng closer relationship, which is true, no? During your non-tenural stay in the university. Dean's office at OFED. Okay? Alright. So, let me cite some problems we have encountered, though probably it might be too late dahil kayo nabigyan na ng update ng employment contracts. But you will notice yesterday, though we could have prevented it, meron kaming hindi pinapasok na mga gusto mag-attend ng orientation simply because they do not have yet the employment contracts. And as far as our office is concerned, they are not existing. And nothing is official yet. Okay? So, hindi pa namin na-scrutinize sa mga documents. Experiences in the past would teach us, ine-entertain namin, tapos, siyempre, gagastusan namin, hindi naman na kami naningil sa inyo, di ba? Tapos, pag check namin ang list, naroon, umattend, kumain, binigyan namin ng certificate, tapos, i-check namin finally, hindi naman pala siya nagturo dito. Nagbago ang isip ng dean, pero pinadala ng dean. Or probably hindi nakakomply no, sa ibang mga requirements. May naging problema. So bakit namin i-allow? The memo we sent to the dean's offices regarding this orientation was dated May 23, right, Dr. Santiago? May 6. May pa. So, dapat nakapag-prepare na, nakapag-hire na, nakapag-recruit na, nakapag-submit na, no, etc. That's why those documents processed before June 2, ang effectivity ng appointment letters nila June 2. So, they've been receiving their salaries since June 2. So, yeah, I have to explain that. Why is it that some of you just received their employment contracts dated June 16, June 18, iba-iba na? Hindi namin po pwede i-delay June 2. Suswertuhan kayo, anong ginawa nyo ng June 2 hanggang June 16? Magagalit sa inyo. No, yung ibang faculty members, like the tenured and those who've been with us, no? Kahit hindi tenured, no? nasusweldohan kayo din sinweldohan. Bakit? Diba? So as we receive, basta in-stamp ni Rex, receive June 16, I'm empowering him. Sigurado ka na yan ay kumpleto na. Nga lang, kuminsan, pagdating sa akin, meron pa rin hindi. So the final decision will come from, of course, no? My office. Kasi akala lang ni Renz, kumpleto na. Like this one. Siyempre, hindi naman siya yung mag-scrutinize eh. Basta anihin lang niya. O, ito. Tenured faculty ito sa isang eskwelahan. Nag-resign na raw siya. So, do I need to require the letter of resignation? Yes. Meron naman siyang sinubmit. Pero nakalagay dito, pen, white, no approval of the letter of resignation. I have to know that you resign. Meron nga, pero walang approval. May isa pa nga nilagay, in-erase yung approval. Lagyan lang ng noted. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin noon? There is a difference between noted and approved. Mali. Lagyan ng approved. Lalo na pag tenured. Meaning you will be enjoying the privileges of the university. You will have double employer and that's against the law. Diba? Okay lang kung part-time kayo sa ibang eskwelahan o sa industry. You'll just require you permit to teach. O sa kailangan din yun. Certificate of employments. Because that aspect matters a lot in our decision when it comes to ranking. There is a difference between a newly grad faculty member na sinubmit ng TOR na at diploma because it's newly grad, walang experience, to a faculty member accepted with 5 years of full-time teaching experience. Yung una, instructor 1 lang ibibigay ko doon. Yes, I own it now. I do the ranking. But with guidelines. The initial rank we give to a master's degree holder is instructor 3. But considering the teaching experience, the professional practice, special assignments, and everything shown in the documents submitted, diba? Magpapari yun. Unfair naman doon sa newly hired na kagagraduate lang at dito may 15 maximum points na experience kasi 5 years times 3 points yan eh. Ilalagay ko yan, maximum na. Hindi ko nabibilangin yung iba. Siyempre yung magiging instructor 2. Nakakaya ba ka ng konsyensya ko na instructor 1 din lang ito? Ay, may experience na to. Yon. Pero hindi ko mabibigyan ng instructor 3. Kasi pareho naman kayo walang MA. Pag-isapit sa certificate of employment ko. Dulay. Hindi mo nilagay sa CV mo eh. And CV will never be a basis for ranking. Why? Not that I don't trust you, but where are the documents? Okay? So, may mga problema kayo dyan. Ayan na, ha? Okay. Una, mag-a-apply kayo. Writing. Bibigyan kayo ng opisina nito. Right? So, lahat kayo, nag-fill out nito. And at the back, yun, may checklist eh. Ay, hindi ko po alam. Para din kayo nag-a-apply ng passport nito, di ba? May checklist. Narito lahat. College transcript of records. Nakalagay pa, original. Tapos, makikipagtalo kayo sa kay Res. Ayan na nga, oh. Photocopy lang mo. Ito eh. Hindi original yan. Wala nga akong school seal eh. Or SO and so on. Diploma. Wala nakalagay na original, di ba? So, po pwede photocopy. Hindi naman tayo mga grade 1 para isa-isahin to sa inyo. You are professionals, remember. Okay? If you are pursuing a degree, we need the graduate transcript of records, not the one being produced through websites, online. Yung ibigay sa akin yun. Kasi hindi ko yun i-acknowledge. Di ba pag mag-a-apply ka, iisip, ano ba yung mga requirements? So habang may panahon pa, ayusin nyo na. Certificate of Pass Board Bar Exams. Not the card. 2 days ago, nasa TV Patrol yan, ni Ray. Ang mga nagpe-fake, no? Na mga documents, at isa sa mga pinay-fake pala, ayun, cards. Diba? So, kailangan ko ano? Yung mismong result, original at that, na may score pa kayo. Now, you want to claim it because we understand, you want to get it back because we understand the PRC, no, releases only 1 copy, fine. Pero gusto kong makita muna yung original. So ito mga to, nakakalusot sa Dean's Office. Where is our foreigner here? She did not attend anymore. If an alien, if a foreigner, we want, no, you to submit a work permit and ACR number. So, malaking mahabang proseso yan. But the foreigner knows this. Especially if you're just but a tourist. Aba, teka muna, mag-work ka. There is a difference between a tourist and a working visa. Ang dami niya dapat asikasuhin. There was one Korean who applied 2 semesters ago. Up to now, hindi pa siya bumapalit because we denied employment for her because he could not produce the work permit. Pero nakalusot sa Dean. Isinabit sa akin ang mga documents, ngayon, etc. So all these, including the additional NBI clearance. Nandito naman ang NBI clearance, so additional na to. Okay? So, you will fill this out. Sinabi sa inyo maglagay ng 2 passport pictures. Make it 2. Pwede ko bang isa lang? Bakit naman yung pagkakait pa sa amin yung isa? Alam ko naman na. Diba? Pag nagpakuha kayo, madaming copies yan. Saan pa pagpalagay yung lahat ng pictures na yan? Bakit man yung kami kinu-question? Gusto namin 2. Para kayong mga bata. Okay, class. Get 1 whole sheet of bond paper. Ma'am, 1/4. Ma'am, half class mo, no? Matawag ko. 1/2 crosswise. Sinabi na 1 whole eh. Okay? So these things, CV and resume. Pwede din wala yan. Kung ayaw nyo, diwa. Sabi ko nga, I will never make this a basis of ranking. Yan, no? Okay? Properly. Pag original, original. Pag pwede photocopy, photocopy. So there is, no, the proper documentation. Selection and hiring are done in the dean's offices. Sila yung bahala kasi they know their needs. Hindi ko naman alam kailangan nila ng math teacher. Hindi ko naman alam na kailangan nila ng history teacher or whatever. So, you will apply sa dean, hindi sa amin. In writing, and you will be told by the dean what to do. So, this procedure will be done sa level ng mga deans. Your credentials will be reviewed before submitting it to us. You will be interviewed. Haksit yan. Kaharapang pare, kaharapang coordinator, chair, kung ano mang expertise meron kayo, what courses you will teach. And then, you will undergo classroom demo in front of the dean, the council, the regent, kung available siya, and the chair, and senior peers, no, faculty members. Kung swerte kayo, at tariyan available ang mga estudyante, pauupuin pa nila ang mga estudyante who will ask questions, no, and etc. Sa kanila din yan. And, pag medyo okay na lahat yan, yung first 3, you will be told, okay, but it's not yet official. You undergo psychological and medical exams. Okay? The Dean's Council. So it's always in concurrence of the Dean's Council. Will recommend. Take note of the word recommend. It is only a recommendation. So can we say no? Yes. We can deny the recommendation. So we police and we deny. Hindi ko talaga pwede. Nabasa mo ba yun, psychological exams? Baka humangagat ng estudyante ito. Di may TB. Oo, medical. Reject. Ay, sorry, hindi ko nakuha. O baka nung natin pwede pagbigyan. I-monitor na lang namin, mga na talaga kami makita teacher eh. Yung psychological exams. Ma-monitor ko na lang. Please na, malapit na yung pasukan eh. So let's have an agreement din. I informed you about this. I warned you about this. I will take note of it. Monitor. Pag nag-manifest po yan during the semester, usapan mo naman din ha. Wala na second semester. Oo, edit. Please, thank you very much. So this is our criteria for the initial ranking. So, pagsabit sa amin ito, puno na to, no? Filled out, nariyan na ang mga dokumento, kasama na ang recommendation, including your status. The Dean recommends, the Dean's Council recommends the status. We give the rank. Because we make the evaluation. Pwede din magbigay, mag-recommend ang Dean ng rank. But can we change it? Yes. Pero strongly recommended by the Dean, higher than the rank that we will give. And I will know there is strongly recommended by the Dean. Kasi sila naman na magpapasweldo eh. But that seldom happens. Pag talaga ng parang mga alagyas lecturer na nasa academe, no, sa society, sa industry, well-known siya. At kilalang-kilala ng Dean ang expertise niya. And we don't have any knowledge about it. The Dean can vouch, no, for his or her credibility and expertise, then go. Kasi kung minsan gusto ko bigyan na ng assistant professorial lecturer, assistant professor. Gusto niya, associate. Magtatalo pa kami din kasi wala naman sinabi dito mga creative works and publications eh. Wala naman nakamagay. O, nagpa-publish pa siya. Eh, PhD naman yun eh, but the PhD is not enough. Okay? How about his community service, involvement in extension, etc., services, etc. O gusto mo, pasabitin ko siya just to, no? Okay? Substantiate, no? The additional claims that you want to merit associate, no? Professor level. So, that's it. And then, yan na. Gagawin ni Renz dyan, ipabundle. May blue files, may yellow files. Kaya gusto ka dalawa picture. The yellow files will be for your employment history. Okay? And the blue files will be for the transcript of records, the board exams, no, yung mga halagang credentials. Okay? And so on. And there will be another bundle, no, as you go on, no, with your stay here in the university for the competence evaluation. So, kakapal ng kakapal yan. So, the longer you stay in the university, mas makapal yan. And, of course, yung result ng inyong physical and psychological exam. Do we have to read this? Yes. Na-highlight ko. yung factors that need monitoring. Okay lang to. Kasi hindi naman masyadong grabe. May mga extremely high na, extremely pa. Okay? Ano ba yan, no? And so on, and so forth. So, naka-note yan. And, iniisa-isa ba? We have to be very meticulous in this position. Ang result ng teaching demo? Yes. Tatlo yan eh. Recommended, rejected, recommended with reservation. 6 ang nanood ng teaching demo. 6 ang binigyan ng form na to. 3 rejected. 2 recommended with reservation. 1 recommended. Simple math. 3 ang nag-reject eh. Very poor promise lang ng recommended with reservation. Hindi sila sigurado dun. Isa lang naman ang nag-recommend. Yung nahihirapang mag-hire, wala na daw siya talagang mapita. So, sorry, kid. Actually, hindi na ho dapat napapunta sa table ko ang folder na to. Because the decision is rejected. And we just respect, no? The decision of your council, the decision of your chair. Sige na naman. No. Otherwise, kung gusto nyo talaga, meticulously, chinek din ninyo. I-erase na mo yung mga rejected dyan. Malalaman ko pa ba yun? So, sorry. Okay? So, nagkakaproblema dito. Akala nyo, ayos na. Pero pagdating sa amin sa opisina, we have to review, meticulously review your documents. Because this would be the basis of your work. So professional practice, who are the medical doctors here? Engineers, architects. Please raise your hand. Pinakadiyapan nyo yung pagiging doktor nyo. Who are the doctors? Engineers. Wow. Okay. You submit PTRs. Should I credit it? It has to be accompanied by a certificate of active professional practice. And same for doctors. You are an active medical staff of this hospital or that hospital. For me to credit it, it's 3 points per year. Cumulative, carried over. Meaning, makikredit siya, no? Hanggang sa ma-tenure ka, hanggang sa makumpleto yung allotted points doon. But PTR is not enough. Kasi lahat naman kami, nagpapaya din kami ng PTR eh. O, diba? So you have to document your active, professional practice. Okay. So, this is another basis for ranking. The faculty code states that, as a general rule, those appointed for the first time in the university shall be classified as Instructor 1. Diba? However, any applicant whose qualifications such as master's or doctor's degree, susmaryosip naman, bakit mo bibigyan ng Instructor 1 yan? Eh, doctor's degree na eh. Doctoral na siya eh. May PhD, no? Special training, professional practice, previous teaching experience, would want a classification to a higher class of rank, then we assign a higher rank. That's why you will notice, pag kami iba-ibang rank. Meron Instructor 1, may Instructor 2, may Instructor 3, may Assistant Professor, no? Etc. So, this is the answer. But we don't guess. Ngayong orientation na to at medyo nagkaduda kayo, bakit ako may MA, Instructor 2 lang binigay sa akin? Okay. Pwede nyo ibalik sa akin yung appointment letter and I will acknowledge my mistake, my error. Dahil walang may master's na Instructor 2. Maglalaro lang kayo sa instructor 1 or 3. At yung may masters, may teaching experience, and etc., no? Maglalaro yan sa instructors 3, 4, and 5. Pinaakyat ko sa assistant professor, may PhD degree. Okay? But then, nakaka-apekto ba ang psychological exams at recommendations with reservations sa ranking? Yes. Ang hirap yata bigyan ng instructor 5 or instructor 5, instructor 4, may FA na recommended with reservation. May dapat i-prove it. Diba? So pag nag-question, bakit ako may MA, may maximum teaching experience, nag-PhD na rin ako. And one clarification, your degree does not guarantee you are a good teacher. Right? Yeah, we have to be very proud. We are PhD holders, we have MAs, and etc., special trainings. But you have to prove, no, that you are an effective and efficient teachers. Walang question sa academic preparation. Pero yung competence, di ba? Kailangan nyo i-prove. So, medyo may prove kayo doon. Eh, bakit ka recommended with reservation? Tapos, coupled with, ang pangit na psychological exam. Bakit kita bibigyan ng mataas na rank as compared to this faculty member with the same qualifications na who passed with flying colors, no? The psychological, no? And the demo EVA. Okay? Maraming nakalusot dito eh. Mahirap yan eh. The minimum requirement for academic preparation to teach in the university is a master's degree. Yes. Pero talagang mahirap humanap pa at this point, no? Na mga applicants na completed na ang master's degree. So preference, at least ongoing, nagpo-pursue, no? Nakaka-36 units na, compre na lang, no? Etc. But we cannot give those the probationary status. Ang probationary status ay binibigay lang, no, sa may MA. Because it's tenure track. And one clarification, an appointment as non-tenured faculty member, once accepted, shall constitute a semestral contract between the university and the faculty member concerned, except those given fixed-term K-12 appointments, fixed-term substitute appointments. Kasi may kontrata talaga na hanggang 2015, 2016, hanggang hindi pa masyadong sigurado ang future ng university about the K-12 program. That if we don't need you because it's a fixed-term contract, we can terminate the contract. But if we still need you, you can qualify. If you're a good teacher with satisfactory rating, automatic for tenureship once reappointed. Okay? Yan. Ang probationary status sa CBA, we cannot provide you yet a copy of this because we have to reproduce actually thousands. So, if you're interested to have a copy, you can ask from the USCO, no? The president yung kanina, or siguro kung talagang kulang pa, dahil bagong-bago pa lang po namin ito ni-release. Okay? Eh, pwede kayong mag-photocopy. No? Okay. So, if hired with a probationary status, you should be recommended by the Dean's Council for reappointment. No, the following semesters. Ikaw yung medyo nakakasigurado, no, ng load the following semesters. But it can still be terminated? Yes, kung palpak na palpak ka naman eh. Probationary, sinuwerte ka na nga, may MA ka, no, you are qualified from probationary status, no, dito ka na nagtatrabaho, wala kang ibang employment, no, outside the university, but you did not take care of your competence. Nagkaroon ka ng kaso within the semester. Can we terminate that? Due process. Why not? Even the fixed term contract can be terminated within the period of the contract, as long as we apply due process. Okay? Lecturer's appointment may be renewed for several years. It's understood that lecturers are being hired based on their expertise, in their field, of specialization. And we never give a lecturer status for those without MAs. That's why the minimum rank for a lecturer status is instructor 3. Okay? So hindi po pwedeng wala MA. Ilalagay kayo sa part-time contractual. So, dalawang klase ang part-time. We'll discuss that, no? Okay. Now, ito yung mga statuses, na pinamimilian namin at of course, nire-recommend ng mga teams. So, there are two groups here, teaching and non-teaching. Where are the guidance counselors? Dalawa. Where are the librarians? High school faculty members. Okay. You have a special instrument. Iba yung pinagbabasihan namin pati ng ranking ninyo. Okay? Iba ang tawag sa inyo. Proto-teacher, junior 1, senior teachers, master teachers. No? Okay. So, iba ang instrument ninyo. But more or less, you can learn from this. No? Kapag nag-transfiliate kayo, qualified kayo magturo sa college, so pwede din. Okay. So, according to employment, ano yan eh? According to employment, according to appointments, according to rank, etc. We have two, regular and non-regular. Pag regular ka na, tenured ka na, permanent, no? Okay. And you are necessary or desirable. Parang, okay, do not translate it literally. Sexy ba ibig sabihin yan? Okay. In the usual, okay, operation of the university. Okay. The non-regular, ito naman yung all faculty members with contractual appointments. Part-time, fixed term, etc. Yan. Ito medyo mahaba-haba. According to appointments, we have permanent, we have probationary, we have fixed term K-12, fixed term substitute, part-time lecturer, part-time no-MA, part-time extendees. Okay. So, magiging appointment nyo ay permanent na if you have complied with all the requirements and conditions of tenureship. Kumbaga, nakapasa na kayo sa tinatawag ni Dr. Season na courtship period. Probationary can be assured of at least 15 units during the 6 consecutive semesters of probation. Consecutive, walang bungi. Otherwise, you will be reset, you will count again. Okay? So, according to the fixed term K-12 program, since we are not yet sure of our future regarding this, inilagyan namin na hanggang 2015, 2016 lang yan. That would be the time when we will fully implement the K-12. Hindi namin alam, lalo na sa GED-Ed department. Sa basic education na maapektuhan yan eh. Kung kailangan pa ba namin ng mga English teachers, Filipino, meron nga move daw, natanggalin ang Filipino sa curriculum. Math, social sciences, history. Okay? And then, fixed term substitute, takes the teaching load of a faculty member who is on leave. So, fixed term din siya kasi you will be hired as a substitute of a faculty member who went on, say, study leave for 1 year. So, i-attach ng dean yung study leave form na pinil-outan at in-approve ng academic affairs about this, and then saka namin kayo re-releasean ng appointment. Pero hanggang doon lang. But what if that faculty member who went on leave extended, hindi siya nakatapos agad, his study leave? Can you be renewed? Yes. So ang arrangement dito, if the substitution is for the same person who extended the leave of absence. Pero halimbawa, nag-expire na yung fixed term substitution nyo, no, for a semester. Wala na, hindi na siya nag-renew. Can you be hired again as a fixed term substitute for another person? For another term? The answer is no. So dapat the same person who extended the leave. So maternity leave, nanganak ulit, di wala. Tuloy-tuloy? Hindi. Okay. Imposible. Okay. Alright. Just kidding. Seryoso kayo Parang marami dito ang fixed term substitute. Okay. Attendance nga natin. Hindi ako based sa college. Alam ko na meron kayo registration doon. Who were given probationary appointments? Please, stand up. Stand up para masyado ng malalapad yung mga ano natin dyan. Papadang. Probationary. Okay. Wala dito siyempre permanent, ano? Who were given fixed term K-12? Please stand up. Unto tama. K-2, madami-dami. Hanggang 2015, 2016. But you make good, ha? Baka ka namin kayo kailanganin. You will be renewed. And the renewal means permanent appointment right away. Once renewed, no? Kasi makaka-complete na kayo ng apat ba yun? 4. Okay? Sino ang binigyan ng fixed term substitute? This is Nada. Ito ang sa akin dito Sino ang binigyan ng part-time? Hindi naman naka-state employment contract kung no MA, ano? Part-time. Pero alam niyo kung sino kayo. No MA yet employment contract. Please, stand up. Sabi ko na madami yan Actually, hindi nga kayo kasama dyan Kasi yung part-time na yan para sa lecturer. Yung may MA. Yung part-time no MA. Pursuing, just starting, ongoing, how many units, nagtitisis, nakapag-compre, etc. Okay, please sit down. It has to be made clear to you that the contract given to you is only semester. Okay? So what are you going to do? Start. If you have not started, go ahead. If you have started, huwag na kayo mag-isip kung natatakot kayo sa defense. Do defend your thesis. Kasi kung minsan nariyan ang bottleneck, ayoko na. Defense. Kaya sa katutak din, hindi ko tatanungin, sino ba yung nag-MA ng non-thesis? At sino ba yung mga nag-MA na hindi aligned? Bawal na yan, ha? I-align nyo sa mga courses na tinuturo ninyo ang inyong MA at inyong mga PhDs. Otherwise, hindi kayo makakakuha ng perfect points dyan. Okay? So, part-time na yan, actually, pang lecturer, may MA. Pang mga extendees, yung mga nag-retire na. So, part-time no MA, napasingit dyan. Kasi nga, no? Mahirap humanap ng teacher na may MA. So, baka pagbibigyan pa rin kayo ngayon. Pero who knows? Dahil talagang this is the trend now, nag-MA na lahat. O, darating ang panahon, mahirap nang kumuha naman ng walang MA. Lahat sang katutak may MA. Kaya, you compete with them. If you want to have a place in the academy, please, start now. At huwag kayong kumuha ng 24 units because those part-time without MA are allowed to handle at least 24 units in meritorious cases. Eh, palagi din nabibreak ang word na meritorious, kahit notorious case. Bakit din 24? Maya mo naman siyang bigyan ng time para makapag-MA. Kayo na ang tumanggi. What is more important? Your future or the present? Dahil malaki ang inyong sweldo dahil kahit that's the irony talagang ironically. Kung sino yung walang MA, siya ang madaming load. Kung sino yung may MA, nililimit ang load. But this is a temporary situation, I tell you. Kaya if I were you, if you are wise enough, I will reject a 24-unit load so that I can start, if you have not started, I can pursue my MA degree because you will need that. Darating panahon na requirement for tenureship, PhD. Ito yan. Late na nga kami. Bago mag-require ng MA, late na UST, paid kasi sa ibang schools, talaga requirement na yun Kung minsan, bakit ka galing ka sa isang school na to? Why? Hindi na po ako ni-reappoint kasi wala akong MA. And then we will accept you. Nireject ka na pala dahil wala kang MA, tapos tatanggapin ka namin. So sad. Diba? According to teaching law, full-time, 15 units or more, part-time, less than, full load, 24, and we seldom approve overload, na more than 24 units. And according to rank, ito, bago to, dati hanggang assistant professor 3 lang, naging assistant professor hanggang 5, associate professor hanggang 5, professor hanggang 5. This is in the new CBA. Okay? So dati kasi, ang instructor na ang hanggang 5 steps. So this is new. But you're still lucky there is no residency. During my time, I earned the PhD. I could not move to a full professor level because there was a residency policy. Now we have the 755, thing like that during the time of Dr. Season. You have to stay in the instructor level for 7 years before you can be promoted to assistant professor level. And have to stay in the assistant professor level 5 years. Associate professor level, another 5 years before you can move to full professor. Kaya akala ko, natapos akong PhD, magiging full professor na ako. Hindi pala kasi hindi pa ako nakaka 5 years. And another aspect is, wala akong research. Kaya total mo yun, 87.5 lang. Kung perfect ako sa lahat, because 12.5 ang research. So, 90 ang kailangan. And no one can get a perfect grade in the competence evaluation. Not 30%, 30% na kukuha nyo. Hindi. So, this is it. For non-teaching guidance counselors, librarians, according to appointment and according to rank lang kayo, So, tenured, probationary, contractual. Meron din kasi wala pang MA at wala pang license na mga guidance counselors. That's why, hanggat hindi pa kayo nag-earn ng license, so the difference between a librarian and a guidance counselor is the requirement for a librarian to get tenured appointment is license. Pwedeng walang MA. Pwede silang mag-tenure ng walang MA. License lang. Not for the guidance counselor. Before the guidance counselor can get a license, it's a policy under PRC, no? Na you have to have first the MA. You cannot get the license without the MA. So yun ang difference. Kaya hindi sila nag-tenure hanggat wala yung pareho, MA and license. So we have the what we call part-time no MA there. Okay? But the same ranking, iba lang yung terminology. Instead of instructor, we call it junior counselor. Instead of assistant professor, we call it senior counselor, senior librarian, may corresponding, and we call it associate counselor, associate librarian, counselor for full, no? Professor, and then full librarian. Yan. Who are interested to get tenured? Please raise your hand. Siyempre, ang ganda ng benefits dito. Napaaral ko ang aking apat na anak. 1 PT, 1 medicine, 1 in the arts, 2 in the arts, no? Isa yung sa communication arts, na libre. Because of the educational benefits. At napaaral ko rin ang sarili ko dahil pinaaral ako ng UST. Natapos ko ang MA ko at ang PhD ko through scholarship grants. May sweldo na, nag-aaral na. So I owe everything to UST. That's how I love UST. And you will enjoy this, all the privileges. Mahilig akong hospital, nanlugi ang UST sa akin. Taon-taon, hospital ako. 100,000. Buti na lang at yung tiyempo, kung ang hospitalization benefit will commence June hanggang May 31, another June na hospital ako. Hinihintay talaga. Okay? For another round of hospitalization benefits. Okay? So, hindi naman lahat ganun. Diba? Kaya, okay lang. So, those things, every other month, may bigas ka. The other month, in cash, bigas, cash, bigas, cash. Diba? So, kung dalaga ka, binata kayo, hindi nyo kailangan ng bigas, pabili na lang nyo. May medical allowance. Ang daming perks, ang daming benefits. Okay? But of course, you have to undergo the courtship period. Sabi nga ni Dr. Sison, before tying a knot through marriage with UST. Yan tinatawag nating initiation period. No? Ilang didesisyonan na kayo ay pwede na maging permanent. It will show that you have learned to appreciate UST. You have learned to love it. Sabi nga ni Dr. Sison, hallmarks. Evident na yung lahat ng hallmarks of a Thomasian educator. Na kahit hindi kayo nag-graduate dito, proudly you can shout to the world, I am a Thomasian. Pero hindi kayo nag-graduate dito, but you are an educator. So there is love, there is passion. Ako nga, hindi may formula ako. No? On how I serve UST. It's love plus passion. I am romancing work for 38 years now in UST. So I don't call it love only. I don't call it passion only. It's a combination of the two. I romance work. I don't know if you will translate that literally. Pangit naman, no? Pero ganun yung passionate about. I've been in this work. Proudly I can say, since the time of Dr. Sison, was reappointed after my PhD for 16 years now. So you are in safe hands, don't worry. Sino ba itong Fernandez na to na nagrarak at nag-evaluate sa amin? Anong kayo nito? 16 long years. And it was Dr. Sison who trained me to this kind of job. Who trained me and always, instilled in my mind, please leave the workplace with dignity intact. Mahirap ng trabaho to eh. Pwedeng ipagbili ang promotions. Gusto mo maging full professor? Okay, joke lang ako. Mahirap yan. Okay? With dignity intact. Ang integridad ng evaluation process ay napakahalaga. Because there was a time, long time ago, when I was just starting in the university, we don't believe in the evaluation process because we don't know what it is all about. Wala naman yung mga ganto-ganto. Hindi kami ino-orient. Mag-start ka, period. That was the time I started with a 790 paycheck. Taka na pala ni Ma'am dito talaga. Piso pa lang yata, 1 kilong galunggong doon. Okay? Alright. I earned my MA for 10 years. I earned my PhD when I was already 50. Never is too late. Never say never. Ang tanda na pala ni Ma'am. Ilan taon na ba kayo, Ma'am? If you won't mind. Secret. So, romance work. Kung pwede ko lang itabi sa pagtulog nyo ang mga folders nyo para makahabol kayo sa cut-off. Kasi may tinatawag si Natet na posting. Pag hindi na-post, yan na nga yung last posting natin na hindi susweldo ng June 30 but July 15 na. Just 2 days ago. Na talagang grabe, no? Ang pressure sa atin. Isinabit ngayon, kailangan gawin ko ngayon. Why? I do not know you. But why am I thinking of you? Ma'am, July 15 na ho. Hindi, June 30. Ay, hindi na sila susweldo ng dito po, ma'am. Relax lang kayo. July 15 pa naman eh. Hindi, kailangan matapos na to para, sa July 15. Kasi pag hindi ko pa tinapos to, kailan na sweldo nyo? July 30. 3 paydays kayo wala. Well, in the industry and other institutions, they won't mind. Kung isa nga, na buwan, hindi sinusweldo, di ba? Pasensya kayo, bago kayo eh. No, hinahabol namin yan. Palagi ako nagpaparemind, dead kailangan posting, dead kailangan posting. Kahit na unfair, ngayon lang dumating, pakialam ko nga pa sa inyo. Early release. Para din pag-check ng grades yan. You don't fail. Because your students have the right to know where they stand. Kailangan malaman nyo ng baksak sila para makabawi sila. Wala silang grade at prelims, hindi mo sinuli ang prelims, they don't know where they stand. Give them the chance to improve. So bagsak ulit ng finals because you did not give them a clear idea of what to improve. 10 assignments ang binigay ko sa iyo, sinabit mo 2 lang. I'm so used to checking papers because I stayed in high school for 25 years. In case you do not know, I started in high school and I love teaching high school students. 25 years ako noon. 12 years of those 25 years, I was assistant principal and principal. Before I was recruited in the academic affairs office. Kasi PC ka na, overqualified ka na dyan. There is no place, Parang ayaw kong iwan kasi talaga iba ang high school, di ba? Handling the students, the kind of students, and then I transferated na sa College of Education. And I saw the big difference. Kasi pinoform mo pa lang yung high school Pag na-mold mo yan, at gumraduate at nakaroon ng mga position, maging estudyante, bumalik, ma'am, kaya ako nag-major ng ECO dahil sa ECO itinuturo niyo, wow, Sa high school, sa college, iba Sa high school, nakatalikod ka, ma'am! Mga high school students. Sa college, saka salubong mo na. Nakikipag-unahan ka sa'yo sa pila. The same with faculty members before. And faculty members, I hope you won't be slighted. I belong to the old school na tinatawag. Mamaya papikita ko sa inyo sa competence evaluation. Lahat yan naka-reflect sa competence evaluation. I will teach you how to become a permanent faculty member because all of you, ay gusto maging permanent at mag-enjoy ng bigas dito. Siyempre, hindi mo na education ng benefits kasi hindi pa dyan, wala pa mga asawa Ano pa yung may enjoy nyo agad-agad, Na hindi na kailangan ng asawa. May hindi bigas. Di ba? Okay, alright. So, okay? Yan. For guidance counselor. Okay, yung sinasabi kong fixed term. Alright. Self-explanatory na. For consecutive. A case. Your contract with the university, nito yung nung una, pero may mga bumabalik na ngayon. Was not renewed because you were in the university for 5 sems without MA. And it is mandatory that we terminate your contract with the university after 5th sem of no MA. So, tinerminate ka. Kasi oras na i-reappoint ka on the 6th sem, stopper yun. Automatic. Pagkakamali ng OPED yun. Ibibigay sa iyo ang tenureship without MA. Kaya wala kang ginawa kundi bumilang. Sa service record, oras na magkamali, ako magbibigay ng mga bigas sa inyo. Alright? Kaya on the 5th sem, at hindi na ako na ng dean o ng principal na dapat na pala kayo i-terminate dahil walang MA. Okay. Pero alam namin, nagpo-pursue kayo. Mahusay. Ayaw sana namin pakawalan. After a sem, so wala na, Nag-cease na yung employment. After a sem, another year, okay, the faculty member came back, but with the degree. You are called a returnee. Hindi na consecutive nga lang yan. Hindi ka magka-tenure agad dahil may MA ka, bumalik ka. Napugi Reset kayo, and thus you will count again. But you were taken in. Kasi natandaan ng dean, ang makuusay ito, nakatapos na, sige na, bumalik ka na sa amin. And in fact, minomonitor ka niya Ayaw ka niya kasi pakawalan. It's just that's a policy that we don't tenure faculty members anymore without MA. So bumalik, reset, kakount ka ulit. Ng 15 units, hindi bababa dapat sa 15 units sa iyong load. And when you're good, you can handle 24 units. Okay? At hindi ka na po pwedeng bigyan ng part-time no MA appointment. And the good thing is, because you came back with a degree, yung dati mong rank na instructor 1 or 2, without you telling me, without that you telling me, will be upgraded. So, bibigyan ka ng instructor 3 or 4. Depende sa previous competence evaluation mo, sa record mo, that is what we call upgrading. Okay? Pero, syempre, na-delay ang tenureship. Kaya meron ditong mga nakapen pa, reappointed by the dean, but earned in the profile I saw that he earned the degree, and thus I told the dean, pen ko muna anyway, matutuwa naman yung faculty member. Bakit? Because I have to upgrade his rank because he earned a degree. Okay? Tapos hindi na siya po pwedeng part-time no MA. You have to change the status. Is either fixed term, K-12, kung Gen Ed niya, or part-time lecturer, kung may commitment sa labas, or dito lang talaga siya tuturo, mahusay ito. Di probationary mo. Check natin ang competence. Clear. Usay, walang pinagtuturo ang iba, di tatrabaho sa labas. No? Okay? Mahal niya ang UST, bumalik uli eh. Di ba? So, there is a difference between early tenureship and regular. Yung regular, 6 consecutive semesters. But early tenureship, unlike regular tenureship, is not mandatory. Yung regular tenureship is mandatory. On the 6th sem, at sinabi ng din, ayaw namin to tenure. Prove din that she does not deserve to be tenured. Eh, ang bakit dito 6 sems na yan. Tsaka mo yung sasabihin, bakit magturo? What happened? Not that the 5 sems she stayed in your, or she stayed in your college. Eh, ngayon lang lumabas imposible. Kung pangit magturo yan, simula na magsimula yan, pangit na pagturo yan. Hindi na itatago yan. Inherent yan. Mag-i-improve yan, pero lalabas kuminsan. Diba? Okay? Napag-aaralan, pero, diba? Mag-i-improve, okay. Pero talaga, kumbaga, naroon na rin yung ano natin sa pagtuturo, di ba? Makikita na agad sa demo pa lang, makikita na yun eh. Hindi na pwede. Okay. Otherwise, due process tayo dito. Malalagay tayo, mag-uuspo yan, mag-union yan. Early tenureship, you have to apply for it. And if the Dean's Council says no, no. It's not mandatory. So, pag ayaw ng council, hindi pwede. Ha? Okay. So, ayan, ang mga criteria for early tenureship. For consecutive din. Unlike the 6 for the regular. No? And very satisfactory. Unlike doon sa regular, is only satisfactory. Kasi ito, talagang mataas. More stringent, no? Ang mga criteria, kasi may enjoy nyo na agad ng bigas. Ulit nakita ko sa bigas, ano? Okay. And, of course, no, it possesses the required license. If you're an engineer, you have to have the license. Mechanical, electrical. If you're doctors, sa doctors nga pala, lawyers, no? Your MD degree, once you pass the board exam, sabi mo, kaya, babata pa kasi. Okay. The board exam is equivalent to MA. Kaya may nakalagay tayong or MA equivalent. For the lawyers, where are the lawyers? No? Okay. Once you pass the bar exams, the LLB is equivalent to MA. So what is the PhD equivalent? Diplomate or fellow of an accredited subspecialty organization. We are provided by the Dean's Office a copy na po pwede namin gawing reference in considering your diplomate or fellow, no, as PhD equivalent. Meaning, 100 points din yun. And all the qualifications, no, will be granted to you. Qualified kayo maging associate, pwede kayo ma-tenure, etc. So, iba kasi sa kanila. Pero dapat, bar and board passers. Otherwise, it will remain a baccalaureate degree, a bachelor's degree. Before we call it conversion, now we modified it into a change.